Citizens, and welcome to Invictus. That's right, it is Invictus. It is just after 4 o'clock on Friday. I'm getting into the verse, but first we're going to look at the website. This is going to be the only time during Invictus I'm going to be looking at the website and going through it, because I just want to explain how it works. The reason why is because they have rolling CCUs that are Warbond. I'm going to show you about how those work, as well as we're going to kind of get into it and look at Invictus and what it entails and what's available and how you can find out. So if we go to the com link here, we have the two new ships. We have the MPUV Tractor, and we have the RSI Ursa Medevac. Those are the two new ships. This will show you all the things that are available during the different days. We can go through there and look at those, or just on the main RSI website, clicking on the Invictus launch week here. This will get you into looking at what is going on. Invictus is here. Click more info. This is how you get part of the free fly. In order to take part in a free fly, all you need to do is make yourself an account, and then you can download the game and play it. I did say all you need is a game package in my last video. I meant account. You do not need to buy a game package. You do not need to spend any money to play during the entirety of Invictus, but you definitely need to use a referral code, whether it's this one up here or the link below, and that will guarantee you to get at least some bonuses whenever you decide to get the game. Now, if we look at the pledge store here, I'm going to look at what game packages are on sale, because I did say I want to do a giveaway sometime tied into Invictus. So, two solid choices. My favorite, the ship I started out with, the Aurora MR, $40.50. This is the cheapest you're ever going to see Star Citizen, is $40.50, and this is awesome. So with this, you're going to get, I'm guessing, 10-year insurance. Let's click here. Yeah, 120-month insurance, plus you get the blue and gold paint you can apply. Digital download, that means you're able to actually download and play the game. A hanger, can't really explain that right now. Hangers are kind of in flux. And then $20,000 in starting money, plus if you use referral code, you get actually bonus money on top of that. Avenger Titan, 25% off, normally $75, on for $60, actually $56.25. That's pretty solid. I don't know. I might go for getting a Titan as part of the giveaway. I haven't decided yet, but that will be in a future video. Just make sure that you are subscribed, and you could win that. I'm going to definitely have a game package. That way, if you win and you do not have a game, you're going to be able to play. All that you need is one of these. You can play the game and get into the game. You could buy extra ships at any point. So if you want to buy another ship, you can just go here and look at all the ships that are for sale through here. There's also other game packages. So if you don't want an Aurora or a Titan, you could look at all the other games here, all the ships, but they go up in price. I mean, $125 for a Cutlass. If you're really not sure that that's a ship that you want, it's always good to start out with one of the smaller ones. Plus, these two here, not only are they cheaper, but they come with longer insurance. So you get one of these. So this Aurora here versus this one here, you're saving like $5, and then you're getting yourself longer insurance on there, and you can always upgrade that. So going to ship upgrades, let's say I had that Aurora MR. Well, let's put that in here. Oh, it's not letting me do that. Let's go this way. Aurora MR, perfect. And let's say I really like the Vulture. So I can go like this, and normally the Vulture is $175, but it takes the $30 price of the ship off. Now let's say I had the Titan. Now the Titan, remember, I would be paying less than $60 for that, but because the regular price of that ship is, or that game package is $75, you're actually paying less for the entire game plus the ship than what you're getting in credit to put towards another ship. Plus, whatever has the highest insurance, whether it be this vehicle here or this vehicle here, that transfers over. So you'd suddenly have a Vulture with 10-year insurance. Insurance doesn't really matter until the game is fully released. Right now, all ships have insurance, and it's not counting down your time. So if you've been playing Star Citizen since it came out, it's been in development for many years now, your insurance is the same as the day you bought your ship. It hasn't gone down. It hasn't changed. So that's how this works. This is what I wanted to show you, though. If you go to the Robert Space Industries website and you click on Pledge Store and then click on Ship Upgrades, if you want to know what is the current Warbond CCU, all you need to do is you click on here and you scroll down through here. really quick, and all you're looking for is right here. It's going to be black. Wow, I'm like up to almost $100 already. Still haven't found something. Let's keep scrolling. 400. Wow, that's it. Okay, only the Polaris today. That is an expensive ship. This is a CCU not a lot of people are going to be taking advantage of, I think. What this means, if I pay with credit, so it's on your account, it's not real cash that you have just put into the game. Let's say you won the giveaway that I'm paying like 56 bucks for. You can melt that and get $56 worth of credit to put towards something else. That is used on here. This is cash. You have to pay with like a credit card or like PayPal, and this is giving you 10 months insurance or 10 years insurance, I should say, plus $50 off. But that's it. That's disappointing. That's disappointing that that's the only war bond CCU for today. It would be nice if it's something lower. Like let's say the Arrow is on sale. You're trying to get yourself a Vulture. The Arrow has a war bond that allows you to save like 15 bucks. That means you upgrade to an Arrow, and then you upgrade from an Arrow, and you save that $15 on the chain that you're putting all these CCUs together to get to a better ship. That's how CCUs work. The one good thing is, as long as the ship you CCU to and from, let's say I go from this, and I'm going to go from, what would be the biggest thing? Like a 600i? What would it be? Let's go all the way down here and check. Oh, it's the Perseus. Okay, so if you go from a Perseus, $25, you can buy this CCU and keep it. As long as the Perseus never matches or goes higher than the Polaris, you can always apply it. So let's say the Polaris goes up in price quite a bit. Let's say it's $100 more than what it currently is, and you have the CCU. All you need to do is CCU to the Polaris and then to the Perseus, and then you get to the Polaris. I hope that makes sense. CCUs are kind of a fun game, but also kind of a gamble and also just a lot of work. And really, I mean, that's an expensive ship. I don't know how useful it'll be in game, especially since I'm not really combat focused. I personally am not going to be looking at that. We do have the links here. That's not always for sale, I don't believe. We've got some paints for sale. If you want to get some paints for your ships that are Invictus paints, I'm sure there's a bunch here. You can get yourself the Aurora one, the 100i, the Constellation one. Those are available. Let's look at the ships. Now, there are new ships here. If I go back to the RSI website, and we'll look at the com link here. This is where you go to find out what's happening today. So today we have RSI, Origin, Consolidated Outlands, and Argo. So we'll be able to check out the new MPUV. It's this tractor beam version here, and the RSI Ursa, the medical one here. We can read through these. I'll read through these later, just kind of see what they say. From what I understand, the MPUVs are all eventually going to be modular or interchangeable, meaning if you have one, you'll be able to put the cargo or the personnel module underneath it, snap onto it, and use it. That'll be kind of interesting. A lot of modularity is slowly starting to be put into the ships. That's probably talked about here in the Invictus all vehicles question and answer. There's a lot of questions that people could ask about different vehicles, and hopefully they talked about some of that there. I'll have to look at that later as well. So let's go look at the prices. Now, normally prices kind of go up every time they offer a new version, even if it's, like, in my opinion, not necessarily better, but equal. Good example would be the Cutter. The Cutter was a certain price. Then they had the Cutter Scout. It went up like $5. So they had the Cutter Rambler. That went up $5. So if I go to ship upgrades, this is the easiest way to check out prices on ships. I'm just going to go over here, and we're going to go, first one we're going to do Ursa. So we have the Ursa, $50. The Ursa Medevac, there you go, $10 more. This one's more combat, holds troops. This one is more medical. I don't know. I think that's only like $5 less than C8R. Yeah, C8R is like a flying medical ship. It doesn't fit in things. So if you own a Constellation but you want to have that medical bed, maybe the Ursa's for you. But I would actually choose the Pisces over that. Extra $5. I think it's well worth it because you can jump around, fly around. There's pretty good range for flight and jump on the Pisces. I do love that ship. Lots of changes have happened on medical beds. At one point, all medical beds were kind of equal. Then they changed it that some allowed respawning and some just allowed healing. Now it's back to all beds respawn, but depending on distance. I know in the future everything is in flux, everything will change. I'm hoping that they don't have where even the lowest tier beds would allow respawning. I think it should require some sort of like larger infrastructure to physically create a new body out of what is being stored in the ship. So having something like the Ursa or the Pisces actually build a body and grow a body doesn't, in my opinion, make sense. But being able to heal better from different um, levels of damage, I think that'd be a good way to go. But I don't necessarily think that only the highest tier bed needs to, but it should be some sort of like believable infrastructure around that. But again, just like master modes, just like anything, really, things change. Different weapons, shields, how they work, different roles. The game is always in flux. I try to like just kind of go with it and try things out and decide how I feel. Now, a lot of people probably like the respawning because you could just get yourself an Ursa or a Pisces and just park it by a bunker and respawn. It's going to be really handy. So I think a lot of people will like that change. We'll see in the future how that works out. What was the other ship? It was the MPUV. So MPUV cargo, $35. That was the original price of that. It's got the cargo thing here. The personnel carrier, another $10. And the tractor one, whoa, that's surprising. MPUV tractor, same price as the personnel. If these are actually interchangeable, maybe I'll have to go back to this Q&A about the MPUV to try that. If they're actually interchangeable, that'd actually be a pretty good deal because you're getting what I'm assuming will be good insurance value, and at the same time, you'll be able to switch it out from the tractor version to the cargo version. It looks like you can snap cargo underneath them, and then you got the tractor beam at the front. I thought there was one at the back. Tended roll. Cargo. Fit. Freight elevators. Yeah, so that's going to help lift things. Can I get a cargo or personal transport pod attached to the MPV tractor module bay? Currently no, but in the future we plan to allow this. That's awesome. So if you have one Argo design, so if you got the referral bonus that happened a while ago, gave you the Argo MPUV, then you can get this. Now the one drawback of this ship, overall, I find the MPUVs kind of useless. They have no jump drive and they're slow, but in the vein of moving things like people or cargo a short distance, I really do see the point of them, but they are not nearly as good as a lot of people would like them to be. But that's really good. So that's pretty awesome. It does have the tractor beam in the front. It does have one in the back. You can snap cargo on the bottom here. It looks like, is that like SCU 16-ish it looks like, or is that the 8? Can't remember. Either way, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I like that. Cool. It honestly looks better without the thing in the middle. And these big tractor beams, like, I'm assuming this would be more fun when you're like trying to like, maybe you're working with a group as piracy, so they take on like a Hercules and get it open, and then you can start sucking out the big cargo containers with this and loading them somewhere else. I think that's pretty fun. So really cool. Happy with that. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I think that's it. So yeah, if you want to get into the verse, all you need to do is make yourself a game account. Use the link below to make sure you have that referral code applied when you're doing it. And don't get yourself a game package. Try out the different ships. Every 2 days, it's going to rotate. If you missed a ship that you really want to try, all you need to do is wait till the end, and you're going to be able to get those ships again. On top of that, maybe if you are subscribed to this channel, you will win a game package sometime after Invictus. But until then, I'm going to head back into the verse now and try things out. This is cool. All right, let's go into the verse and see how janky and full those servers are. We're in the verse in Lorville, so I need to get myself to the convention center. Now, if you chose your starting location at Area 18, then you are already where you need to be. You just need to get yourself to the convention center, and just following the signs from either your habs or the spaceport will get you there. But I gotta go from Lorville. Luckily, this is where all my Hangar 8, not Hangar 4. I'm in the wrong hangar. Luckily, this is where all my things are. So I'm going to do a little bit of packing before I go, because I always like to hit the convention floor looking good. I don't know what I'm wearing now. What am I? Whoa! Oh, I just put on a random helmet. What is this? Death's Head helmet. That is a weird looking one for sure. I like the undersuit, though. That's like the Odyssey, whatever it's called. Odyssey 2 undersuit sunset. But yes, so I'm going to grab myself some clothing. Put it in my little cutter here, we're going to head to Area 18. And then that way, I can put on maybe one of the Invictus jackets while I'm there and walk around. That's the one thing, is that CIG is good at giving people shirts or jackets or sweaters for Luminalia or other events, but pants and shoes, not too often, so we're going to have to bring some with us. And that takes up 16% of my local inventory. That is not much at all. Clothing. Are those considered armor? Those considered armor, that's why. That's a bit better. So we got that. See, I got an old Invictus shirt. Maybe I'll bring that, like a classic. Some shoes, in case I want to decide what shoes I'm wearing. There's a pretty fancy outfit. Some gloves. A nice hat here. I don't think I have the Terravan jacket. The military jacket. I don't believe I have that. It's kind of too bad that I don't. That would be a good one. Maybe a helmet like that for I'm looking at the Argo stuff. Some pockety pants. Could never have enough pockets. The Liefeld edition pants. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good. We got a lot of clothing here. What else can I bring? I can bring some weapons. I got lots of those. I don't really need those in the store, but if I decide I want to go somewhere else and do a little bit of shooty, we'll get some of those supplies. Might as well spread some things around. Which one is this? I don't think I have any ammo. Just my combo light. Lots of multi-tools, so you can just grab a couple of those, and tractor beams. And, ooh, there's 109 mining attachments. I could definitely sell some of those. This is the thing about doing a lot of looting, is you end up getting a lot of multi-tools. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think we're good to go. Let's head... Oh, I guess I could get some armor at the same time. I know it's taking up a lot of my space, but let's quickly just go helmets. Choose a couple helmets. That's a good one. That's a good one. I just like the look. Cores. We'll get something a little bit beefier if I can. There you go. Those are good. Arms. Who cares if colors match? Although, in-game I get a little comments if I'm not wearing matching colors. People get really upset. I find that kind of entertaining. There you go. Some red. Be like Iron Man. Backpack. Can never have enough storage. Let's get a couple of those. Oh, and we're out of space. Never mind. Oh, 106. How did I manage that? Interesting. Alright, so we don't need the backpack. We're going to get into our pilot seat, and we're going to get ourselves to Area 18. So from your pilot seat, your ship's turned off. If you're new and you're just trying out and you haven't done the tutorial, Alt-R turns everything on. F1 opens mobility glass, but F2 opens this. Area 18. Currently obstructed. Can't get in there because we are inside a hangar. So, Alt N.
You are clear to launch.
If we look here, the doors are slightly opening right now. N puts our landing gear up. And we're into space. I'm gonna go to nav mode so I go a little faster.
Thank you, and please visit again.
And once I'm in space, I will plot my course a little bit faster. I'm slowly getting used to master mode, still not a super big fan. Slowly getting used to the new navigational screen. Definitely not a fan of some of the changes, but liking most of it. So we're definitely high enough now. Area 18. Like for instance, one of them, if you're plotting a course from here to here, why does it always go from where you chose back to where you are? Why wouldn't the plot go that way? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, there you go. Line up. Orbital marker 4, so it's going to take at least one more jump to get away from the planet. As I'm getting used to it, the right or left mouse click, I should say, to activate. I am liking that. If I remember, it is pretty intuitive once you know. Perfect. Off we are on our way to our corp. Alright, let's come into Area 18. It's daytime. That's kind of unusual and exciting. Kind of works out that Invictus is happening this weekend. It is the long weekend up here in Canada. Celebrating the Queen's birthday. Means I got plenty of time to play games. She'd want that. Right? Queen Elizabeth? She was a big gamer before she passed away, wasn't she? Probably not. Alright. Where is the spaceport? They added a big long line of lights. You'd think they'd show up now. Not really, but what we're going to do is we're going to fly to Area 18, which is 20 kilometers away, and when we get closer, that column of lights will show up, and then we can find the spaceport nice and easy. I tap tab right now. Kind of feel like it's like down below me. Yeah. So where's that big column of lights? Did they remove that? Is it gone now? Because that's unusual. We're going to come down in through the clouds. Maybe it's gone. Oh, I can't believe it. I think they removed that big column of lights. Because it's definitely not here anymore. Oh well. For me, it's okay. I know where I'm going. But it would really help out new players, so that's too bad if they did.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, we're gonna land in hangar here. Hangar number 3. Looks pretty busy here. What's all these marks? Is this planes and ships on the outside?
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Got a couple Spirits, some Auroras, some Hercules. That looks like a Freelancer. Yeah, lots of ships just sitting on the outside. That's kind of unusual.
A safe zone. Landing gear down.
Whoa. And someone's landing gear floating in space. Let's see if I clip through it. Looks like I do. I'll take it.
Landing complete.
That's the thing about Invictus or the expos. Always a lot of glitches and errors, so. So we're gonna unload our ship before we do anything else. Guess I could move all. There we go. Got it all there. Get rid of this Death's Head helmet and this. Put some pants on. Put some shoes on. My old Invictus shirt, Invictus 2953. So maybe we got to keep that one, because it's in there. I don't think it's managed to survive a wipe since then, so maybe we did get that shirt for some reason. Be nice if we get more permanent clothes. Remember some of the events that we've been to. I mean, there's been so many clothing items given away in the last 10 years that are gone because they were removed with every wipe. Okay, we're gonna go up to the spaceport. We're gonna go store our ship. And I'm gonna claim another ship. And I'll tell you why in a second. So I'm gonna store the cutter,
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
and I'm gonna
system.
claim the Pisces Rescue. Takes 4.5 minutes. That means when I come back, that'll be claimed. The reason why is the Pisces Rescue, every claim, it restocks the water and food and everything in it. So might as well just claim it, transfer them to the location. I'll have some here, and then I do that at another location. So during Invictus, all the events, you're going to take a left until the last days, the DrakeCon days, and then you're going to go to Defense Con, which is in the spaceport this way. But we need to make our way to the Expo Center. So normally when I come through here, I do go to the tram that comes, like the flying ship that comes to the left, and instead I'm going to go to the right, and I'll show you where that is. So weaving your way through here, normally I go here, that train that's just leaving, but we're going to go to this one. Now that one will get you there, but it's a longer route. You have to make one stop, where this one here will bring us right to the convention center. Once it leaves, how much time we got? Oh, it's leaving now. Perfect. And this is cool. I love flying around this city. I love taking the trains here. It just looks so neat. Oh, there's someone flying overhead. Awesome. So we're gonna go through here. Surprisingly, no one else on this train. We saw someone run by, but I like the expos because usually there's a lot of people kind of taking part at one time, so come through these buildings here. Ooh, and there we are. That is the expo center. Those trains are fast. And if you were coming from the admin terminal, or not the admin, from the Habs, you'd be over on the left there. That's where they pull in. So it depends on which circuit, clockwise or counterclockwise, of the entire route they're doing, which one of these you land or take off in. So if I get into this one, it's going to bring me to, I think, the residential area, and if I take the other train on the other side, it'll take you to the spaceport. So in here, in the convention center, now this place has a couple cool things. It's got this statue I like here, where you get to stand. It's like you're being, helped by the UEE. What a great design. It's got this great swirly kind of formation. I love it. Looks really cool. It's got some clothing for sale. Could potentially buy a coat. Alright, let's find that coat. Yes, add that. Perfect. I mean, these are Crusader shirts. I do love Crusader, but is there an Invictus shirt somewhere here? Aegis, Anvil. Cool statues. RSI. I don't like Argo's new design. I like their old logo better than their new logo. I don't know why they changed it. Misk. Origin. Is there a Mirai? Do they have one of them? Where's the hats? I thought they had hats too. Only hats there? Okay. So we're gonna go check out the floor. I don't remember what I'm gonna be looking at here, so just gotta wait. Oh, and I should also try to find the Idris later. Alright. Convention hall, not lobby. Oh, okay. Now you'll notice, doesn't matter which planet you're on, which convention center, the interior's the same. It'd be nice if they all had their own look, but see, this is why I like wearing like some clothes. Everyone else is wearing their like armor or wearing their like, free respawn jumpsuit. Ooh. So that is the Polaris, yes? I think? Yes. That's huge. That's a big ship. I'm not a big fan of RSI for the most part. I like them interiors, I like how they fly, but it's just like this ship, to me, like imagine this elevator is up. This ship looks to me so forwards heavy on the ground with this big overhang. In space, I'll have to admit, I really like how they look. And look at the size of these guns on the ship. They're crazy. But, oh, why is this? There we go. But on land, I just don't like the look. I think they look better in space than on land. But this one's not bad. Going up into the elevator. This is... Can I get into this? Can you get into the Polaris? Maybe. This is huge. Wow. God, like look at even like the panels that cover the land. Look at the size of the landing gear. I don't think you can get in this. I don't see any elevator access that is operational. Where would you get in? Are these elevators? Hard to say. This is huge. Yeah. I don't think you can get in here. I think you just get to like look at the Polaris. But you can get into the Constellations if you want. I could rent one. If you get anyone besides the Taurus, it comes with a snub fighter docked at the back that you can dock and undock. So if we look here, you can see like an Archimedes or a Merlin is docked to this, and you get into it from the inside of the ship and then disengage and you can fly around. I think that's pretty cool. We're gonna go this way. I should have looked at the map and saw where everything is. We've got the F-8C. I believe it's F-8C. Yeah. That was a ship that was not going to be released until Squadron 42, and then released before Squadron 42. Golden Ticket event, if you're around for that, that's where those ones were. We got some Mustangs. We got, ooh, there you go. So we got the SRV. I've never used the SRV. Rent that. Got that for 2 days. I've never used it, never flown it. These are the Argos, so this is the personnel carrier version of the Argo. Or no, this is the cargo version. Is it? I think. Cargo version, personnel version, tractor version. But originally, or sold kind of modular, so you'll be able to like take this section and replace it with one of these sections. So this one is like holds cargo, does have a jump seat. This one is lots of jump seats. Somehow I'm like on top of it. And then this is the new tractor version. Tractor on the front, tractor on the back, and can hold cargo in the center. How do I rent you? How do I rent you? From over here? Yes. So this is new, how you rent them. I kind of like it, actually. Another Mustang, I don't need. Although, I'll say this, so I like the Aurora, I don't fly Mustangs, but if you're flying a Mustang, the Mustang version you can buy as a starter package, the bottom drops down, and you can climb into it and access the internal storage from there. It's also how they fixed before how the Aurora was superior as far as being able to transport cargo and goods, but they're both pretty equal now. Might as well grab these Origin ships just to have them for 2 days in case I want to give them a go. I think we're good. Let's go back this way and double check that I haven't missed anything. Did I grab the... grab the SRV? I believe I did. Oh! And we've hung. What's happened? There we go. Not the best frame rates during the free flies. Especially in a city. Once I get away from the city out into space, things should smoothen out quite a bit. So go look at the map, make sure there's nothing I missed. I mean, there's stuff downstairs. I'll go look at that. Probably holograms, probably land vehicle. But we'll do a quick look at the map first. Lots of guns for ships. So you have the Polaris, the Constellations. Okay, we got Scorpius on the other side. Oh yeah, the new Ursa rover and the Lynx rover. I don't need the Mantis. I love the LN. And then we got the Zeus and the G12A and the Perseus holograms downstairs. Wait, we'll go grab some vehicles on the other side. Go check out the holograms, and then I'll decide which vehicle I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna check out. I don't know if I'll make that part of this video. Maybe just me kind of deciding on what ships I want to rent will be the ones I put on here. I did record all that beginning bits. So again, if you want to know what are the current war bond deals, they're pretty easy to figure out. That one's not open. Maybe it will be on another day. Yeah, you can just go to this website and scroll through the upgrades, and that's the fastest way to find out which CCU deals are on there. So there's the LN. It's a cool ship. Definitely buy it in game if you don't have one. Surprisingly fun and surprisingly good as a fighter. At least it was. Master modes maybe change that. It's like a mossy Bob Ross. You know what? I have a Chia Pet that is a Bob Ross Chia Pet. You, sir, are a Bob Ross Chia Pet. Congratulations, you did it. He nodded to me. Oh, there we go. So this is Mantis. Looks like a Mantis. There we go. Here's the Ursas. This is the Lynx. So this gun folds down on the side to kind of make it more compact. Very fancy inside. If I can remember where the door is, there it is. Oh, these frame rates. Come on. There you go. You got like components. You got some fancy, comfortable seating. Got an ice bucket. Somebody's already taken the champagne. This is the new Ursa Medic. So I'll just go to the old Ursa first. It's got like jump seats on the side. Entrance for both. This is definitely troop transport. This one, med bed, jump seat, control panel, components. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna grab this one from here. Oh, from here. There you go. And all this is free in game. You don't have like a certain amount of credits to worry about rentals of ships. You can buy things like the jacket I bought. That costs. One of these is the Scorpius. One of them is the Antares. I think this is the Antares. It's like mostly introduction. It's got a seat for a pilot to fight and a seat for a passenger to push a button, pretty much. Cool. All right. Check out the holograms, and then I'm gonna head out into space. Lots of running in this game. Good thing he's in better shape than I am. I don't think my ankles could take all this running. I think I'm going this way. Ooh, I just noticed. It's like a big screen up here this year. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. One year there was these big like banners. You could kind of climb up on the banners. Maybe I should... If I hit F4, hold F4, use page up. Is that working? It's not working. How do I move my camera? I was gonna try to get a top view of the Why am I walking sideways now? Why am I not turning when I turn my mouse? What happened? There we go, we're fixed. I don't know what happened, but I wasn't able to turn. But tapping Z seemed to have fixed it. Or Z for my American watchers. Alright. Frame rate stopped again? Oh, I was going the wrong way anyways. It was telling me, turn back. This is the space that in Microtech is converted into the buggy race course with this turn like this, going down into the basement, one of the hardest and most annoying turns in that race course, I find. Nothing here currently. There'll be some like cyclones there, maybe some armor later. You can read all about the history of the UEE there. So there's, what was this? The G12A, which is like the fancy Origin rover. Well, there it is. I don't know why this has been in development so long. This one seems to be taking forever to be developed. I think this, not the G12A, but the standard G12, I think might be a rover that comes with a 600i, I think. Not sure about that. We got this, is the, what? The Polaris? Perseus? So, called a gunship for obvious reasons. Pretty big. Very RSI looking. And then the Zeus Mark II. Which variant? The MR. Very... To me, it looks smaller than it is, I think. I know, like, the pilot seat's up here, so it's actually going to be pretty massive inside, but just something about the shape to me just makes it feel small when I've seen images. It'll be different when I see it in game. That'll be kind of interesting. Alright, so I think we're good. I'm going to head out to space, and from there, I'm going to decide at the spaceport what ship am I going to take. Maybe I'll see you then, or maybe we'll end this here. You know what? I think we're going to end this here. Next video will be me trying out one of the ships, just taking it out, seeing what it's like, seeing what it feels like. But until then, happy Invictus. What ships have you rented, and what do you think of them? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.